Question 321. Which protocol allows secure command line remote access to a network device? A. RDP. B. Telnet. C. SSH. D. SNMP. Correct answer. C. SSH. SSH, Secure Shell, offers secure, encrypted remote access to devices through a command line interface, ensuring confidentiality and integrity. Without SSH, remote management sessions could be vulnerable to eavesdropping and attacks. Question 322. Why is maintaining a baseline configuration important? A. To assign IP addresses automatically. B. To monitor network performance metrics. C. To ensure all devices use the same SNMP community string. D. To provide a reference for troubleshooting and change management. Correct answer. D. To provide a reference for troubleshooting and change management. A baseline configuration enables network administrators to compare current settings with a stable reference. This helps detect unauthorized changes and ensures consistency. Without a baseline, troubleshooting or auditing configuration changes would be more difficult. Question 323. How do microwave links provide network connectivity? A. By using high-frequency radio waves for point-to-point communication. B. By reflecting signals off the ionosphere to reach long distances. C. By transmitting data exclusively through fiber optic cables. D. By bouncing signals between mobile phone towers. Correct answer. A. By using high-frequency radio waves for point-to-point communication. Microwave links use high-frequency radio waves to establish direct line-of-sight communication between two locations. They are commonly used for long-distance backhaul connections, such as linking cellular towers or remote locations where fiber optic deployment is impractical. Question 324. What protocol implements flow control through the sliding window method? A. DNS. B. HTTP. C. TCP. D. UDP. Correct answer. C. TCP. TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, is a protocol used to ensure the reliable and secure transmission of data between devices in a network. Features of TCP. TCP guarantees that all data packets are sent and received accurately. If any packet is lost during transmission, TCP will automatically request that the packet be retransmitted. TCP uses the sliding window technique to manage the amount of data sent before receiving an acknowledgement from the receiving side. This helps prevent overloading the network by sending too much data at once. TCP ensures that data packets are received in the same order in which they were sent, even if they travel through different paths in the network. Question 325. Among the listed network devices, which ones are classified as dumb, meaning they function solely as electrical devices with no intelligent features? A. Bridges. B. Hubs. C. Routers. D. Switches. Correct answer. B. Hubs. A smart device is a device capable of processing data and making decisions based on the content of packets. These devices operate at higher layers of the OSI, Open Systems Interconnection Model, and can perform more complex tasks, such as filtering and forwarding data. Examples include routers, switches, and firewalls. A dumb device is one that simply retransmits signals or data without the ability to process the content of the packets. These devices do not make decisions about data forwarding and usually just amplify or repeat the signal. Examples include hubs and repeaters. Question 326. What is the maximum number of routes that can be included in a single RIP broadcast packet? A. 20, B. 25, C. 32, D. Unlimited. Correct answer. B. 25. RIP, Routing Information Protocol, is a distance vector routing protocol in the TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol/Internet Protocol. RIP uses the number of hops as a metric to evaluate the efficiency of the route between the source and destination, with a maximum of 15 hops. Each time a packet passes through a router, the hop count increases by 1. If a route has more than 15 hops, it is considered unreachable, helping to prevent routing loops. This protocol has a maximum number of routes that a broadcast packet can contain, which is 25. This limit is set to control the size of the packet and minimize network traffic, preventing overload. Question 327. What term most describes a switching architecture where individual switches are used for each department, as devices within a department mostly communicate with others in the same department, while each departmental switch is connected to a central switch for interdepartmental communication? A. Distributed switching. B. Flow control. C. Neighbor discovery. D. Port forwarding. Correct answer. A. Distributed switching. Distributed switching is a network architecture where switches are deployed in each department or specific area to optimize data management and transmission. Additionally, all departmental switches are connected to a central switch, which is responsible for processing and forwarding data between different departments. Advantages of distributed switching. It minimizes latency and congestion in the network, as the majority of traffic occurs within the same department. Network management and configuration become simpler since each department can manage its own switch independently. Question 328. What is a primary drawback of using satellite internet for network connectivity? A. Limited coverage in remote areas. B. Inability to support VoIP or video streaming. C. Requires a wired connection to function. D. High latency due to the long distance signals must travel. Correct answer. D. High latency. Due to the long distance signals must travel. Satellite internet suffers from high latency because signals must travel to and from orbiting satellites, typically 35,000 kilometers away. This can cause noticeable delays in real-time applications like VoIP and online gaming, though newer low Earth orbit satellites aim to reduce this issue. Question 329. Which factor most affects the reliability of satellite and microwave communications? A. The number of connected devices on the network. B. Weather conditions like heavy rain and storms. C. The length of the fiber optic cables used. D. The presence of multiple Wi-Fi networks nearby. Correct answer. B. Weather conditions like heavy rain and storms. Satellite and microwave signals are highly susceptible to weather conditions such as rain, snow, and storms, a phenomenon known as rain fade. This can lead to signal degradation, increased latency, or even temporary loss of connectivity. Question 330. Which network device forwards data frames between two nodes using IP addresses? A. Hub. B. Switch. C. Bridge. D. Router. Correct answer. D. Router. A router functions at the network layer, layer 3, of the OSI model, and is responsible for forwarding data packets based on their IP addresses. Unlike switches or bridges, which primarily rely on MAC addresses, routers identify the best path for data transmission between various networks. Question 331. In which OSI model layer do routers function? A. Layer 1. B. Layer 2. C. Layer 3. D. Layer 4. Correct answer. C. Layer 3. Routers function at Layer 3, the network layer, where they manage the forwarding of packets using IP addresses. They determine the optimal route for data to travel between networks and make routing decisions using protocols like OSPF, EIGRP, and BGP. Question 332. A company with hundreds of nodes in a single subnet has decided to implement VLANs. What advantage does adopting VLANs offer in this scenario? A. It offers a faster port to all servers. B. It creates multiple broadcast domains within a single collision domain. C. It creates multiple collision domains on one switch port. D. It segments broadcast domains within the network infrastructure. Correct answer. D. It segments broadcast domains within the network infrastructure. Implementing VLANs divides broadcast domains within the network infrastructure, reducing unnecessary broadcast traffic, boosting overall network performance, and improving security by isolating different groups of devices on the same physical network. Question 333. What Unix/Linux utility is used as a packet analyzer? A. Iptables. B. Nmap. C. Pathping. D. tcpdump. Correct answer. D. tcpdump. tcpdump is a packet analyzer tool used on Unix and Linux systems to capture and analyze network traffic. This tool allows users to monitor and examine data packets on the network, helping to detect network issues, check security, and analyze system performance. Question 334. What type of interference is specifically reduced by the twists in the wire pairs of a twisted pair network cable? A. Attenuation. B. Crosstalk. C. EMI. D. Latency. Correct answer. B. Crosstalk. Crosstalk is the interference of signals between conductors within a cable or between signal paths in a network system. It occurs when the signal from one wire, or pair of wires, affects the signal in another wire, leading to signal noise and reducing transmission quality. To mitigate crosstalk, pairs of wires in a cable can be twisted in the design, which minimizes the interaction between the signals in different wire pairs. Question 335. Which of the following network devices is designed to seamlessly connect different types of network interfaces? A. Bridge. B. Transceiver. C. Active hub. D. Managed switch. Correct answer. B. Transceiver. A transceiver is a specialized modular device that enables communication between different network interfaces by converting signals between various transmission media, such as fiber optic and copper Ethernet. While managed switches provide network control features, they are not primarily designed for direct interface conversion like transceivers. Question 336. Which type of network covers the largest geographic area? A. PAN. B. C. MAN. D. Correct answer. D. WAN. A wide area network extends over vast distances, often connecting multiple cities, countries, or even continents. WANs use various communication technologies, such as leased lines, satellite links, and fiber optic networks, to facilitate long-distance data transmission between different locations. The Internet is the most well-known example of a WAN. Question 337. Which type of technology requires a logical connection between the sending and receiving devices? A. Circuit switching. B. High-density circuit switching. C. Message switching. D. Virtual circuit packet switching. Correct answer. D. Virtual circuit packet switching. Virtual circuit packet switching creates a logical path between communicating devices before data transmission begins. This approach ensures that all packets follow the same predefined route, ensuring order and reliability. Unlike traditional circuit switching, it does not require a dedicated physical circuit, making it a more efficient method for data communication. Question 338. Why is proper HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning important in a network equipment room? A. To improve wireless signal range. B. To keep network devices at optimal operating temperatures. C. To reduce cable length. D. To enhance encryption protocols. Correct answer. B. To keep network devices at optimal operating temperatures. Proper HVAC keeps network devices cool and prevents overheating, which could lead to hardware failure. HVAC provides temperature control and equipment reliability. If HVAC were not used, excessive heat could cause device shutdowns and damage. Question 339. How can outdated firmware or drivers impact network performance? A. It can cause compatibility issues and security vulnerabilities. B. It increases available bandwidth. C. It disables DHCP and NAT functions. D. It improves packet transmission speeds automatically. Correct answer. A. It can cause compatibility issues and security vulnerabilities. Outdated firmware or drivers may introduce security vulnerabilities, bugs, or compatibility issues with newer technologies. Keeping networking devices updated ensures stability, security, and optimal performance. Question 340. What is a common cause of a routing loop in a network? A. Misconfigured static routes or improper spanning tree settings. B. Using dynamic routing protocols. C. Assigning multiple IP addresses to a single interface. D. Enabling DHCP snooping. Correct answer. A. Misconfigured static routes or improper spanning tree settings. Routing loops occur when packets circulate indefinitely due to incorrect static route configurations or issues with spanning tree protocol, failing to prevent switching loops. Question 341. Why might a device be unable to communicate with devices in the same subnet despite being connected to a switch? A. Incorrect VLAN assignment. B. The switch is using DHCP instead of static IPs. C. The device is using an APIPA address. D. The network is using IPv6. Correct answer. A. Incorrect VLAN assignment. If a device is assigned to the wrong VLAN, it will not be able to communicate with other devices in the correct VLAN. Proper VLAN tagging and switch port configuration must be verified. Question 342. What is the primary benefit of power over Ethernet technology? A. It increases wireless signal range. B. It improves encryption standards. C. It eliminates the need for network switches. D. It allows devices to receive power and data over a single Ethernet cable. Correct answer. D. It allows devices to receive power and data over a single Ethernet cable. PoE technology delivers both electrical power and network data over standard Ethernet cables. PoE provides simplified cabling and reduces the need for separate power sources. If PoE were not used, network devices like IP cameras or access points would require dedicated power outlets. Question 343. Which piece of rack equipment is used to provide temporary power during electrical outages? A. UPS, uninterruptible power supply. B. Patch panel. C. Cable organizer. D. Switch. Correct answer. UPS, uninterruptible power supply. A UPS provides backup power to keep critical network equipment running during power outages or fluctuations. A UPS provides power continuity and protection. If a UPS were not used, network devices could lose power unexpectedly, causing downtime. Question 344. What is a key advantage of fiber optic cabling compared to copper cabling? A. It is more susceptible to electromagnetic interference. B. It supports shorter distance transmission. C. It uses electrical signals for data transmission. D. It is immune to electromagnetic interference. Correct answer. D. It is immune to electromagnetic interference. Fiber optic cables transmit data using light, making them immune to electromagnetic interference. Fiber optic cabling provides secure, interference-free communication. If fiber optic cables were not used, networks in EMI-prone environments would experience signal degradation. Question 345. What technology can remote access servers utilize to manage an account database for authenticating remote users? A. IDS. B. NAS. C. NGFW. D. Radius. Correct answer. D. Radius. Radius, Remote Authentication Dial-In User Service, is a network protocol that provides authentication, authorization, and accounting services for remote access servers. IDS, intrusion detection systems, are used to detect and alert on unauthorized activity on a network. NGFWs, next-generation firewalls, are used to filter and control network traffic. NAS, network-attached storage devices, are used to store and share files on a network. Question 346. What is the best summary of the penetration testing process? A. Administrators attempt to access the network from outside using hacker tools. B. Administrators create computers or networks that are alluring targets for intruders. C. An organization hires an outside consultant to evaluate the security conditions on the network. D. An organization hires an outside consultant who attempts to compromise the network's security measures. Correct answer. D. An organization hires an outside consultant who attempts to compromise the network's security measures. Penetration testing, ethical hacking, is a security testing method where security experts simulate cyber attacks to identify and exploit vulnerabilities in an organization's systems. The goal is to uncover weaknesses and improve security before a real attacker can take advantage of them. Question 347. Which is the true statement about content filtering in firewalls? A. Content filters enable switches to direct packets out through the correct port. B. Content filters examine the data carried within packets for potentially objectionable materials. C. Content filters examine the source IP addresses of packets to locate potential threats. D. Content filters use frequently updated signatures to locate packets containing malware. Correct answer. B. Content filters examine the data carried within packets for potentially objectionable materials. Content filters are a type of firewall feature that inspects the contents of network traffic to identify and block potentially harmful or unwanted content. This can include things like websites with adult content, malware, or social media sites that are blocked by the organization's policy. Content filters do not scan IP addresses or look for specific types of malware, but they can be used to block traffic from known malicious sources. Content filters are not implemented in switches because switches are not designed to inspect the contents of network traffic. Question 348. What is the primary function of SSL/TLS in network security? A. To encrypt data transmitted over the Internet. B. To assign IP addresses to network devices. C. To filter network traffic based on predefined rules. D. To authenticate users on a wireless network. Correct answer. A. To encrypt data transmitted over the Internet. SSL, Secure Sockets Layer, and TLS, Transport Layer Security, encrypt data exchanged between web servers and clients, ensuring secure communication over the Internet. TLS has largely replaced SSL due to improved security features. Question 349. How do access control lists enhance network security? A. By encrypting all network traffic end-to-end. B. By dynamically assigning IP addresses to devices on the network. C. By physically preventing unauthorized access to networking hardware. D. By specifying rules that allow or deny traffic based on IP addresses, protocols, or ports. Correct answer. D. By specifying rules that allow or deny traffic based on IP addresses, protocols, or ports. ACLs are used in firewalls and routers to define rules that permit or block traffic based on parameters such as IP addresses, ports, and protocols. They help enforce security policies and control network access. Question 350. What describes a critical event in network event management? A. An event that logs a user login. B. An event that identifies a possible future issue. C. An event that tracks wireless channel usage. D. An event that indicates a service-impacting issue requiring immediate action. Correct answer. D. An event that indicates a service-impacting issue requiring immediate action. Critical events signal major issues that affect services, such as device failures or network outages. These events provide urgent alerts. Without critical event notifications, service outages may go undetected. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful for you, don't forget to like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more practice questions and tips.